Welcome to Primo RV Center inside the brand new 2026 20.4 no boundaries. So the 20 of the particular model number indicates this is a full 8 feet wide. And then we have a slide out here that adds to that width once you're on the campsite. So we have a similar model in something called the 19.3. So that would be sort of a 7.5 wide model without a slide out. But this one really opens things up for us. And again, especially if you're going to be on the road for a while here, and this does lend itself to be kind of out there in terms of the terrain that you're going to go onto with its independent suspension system from Kurt, but also the amount of solar that you have to be off-grid. It definitely lends itself to being, out there on the road for a long period of time. And a lot of times that slide out, just opening things up, can certainly make a difference, especially if you're looking at many months of travel, whether it be through the summer or the winter. We're going to start here just as we come into this particular model. This comes in at just under 5,500 pounds, and it's going to be just under 24 and a half feet long. So again, it's going to fit on a lot of campsites, and then just that a little additional width of that slide is really going to make a difference maker. As we first come in the door, kind of everything we're naturally going to want to check up on, potentially how full our tanks are, which is going to be indicated on the monitor panel here, what kind of solar feedback we're getting. So in terms of our campsite, are we fairly shaded? Are we getting a lot back into our panels? It's going to give us an indication of charge time. We're going to have standard on all the no boundaries. We're going to have tank heaters. So if it is a colder weather situation or you're worried about overnight situations, you can turn those on. You're going to have ducted and heated and enclosed tanks anyways, but again, you have that backup feature there just in case. We've got all our main light switches, our slide switch, and our awning switch here for you. So all the basics that typically we're going to want to turn on. And we have our front light as well. We do have a Bluetooth speaker system, so 2 inside, 2 outside. That'll allow us to connect to it, but also to choose which of those speakers that we're going to wish to have come into us. A couple great little chairs here. I've left them strapped in so you can kind of see as you're traveling here. They have a great little spot that tucks away. Doesn't take away from the door entrance space. I love the fact here that you do get a Murphy bed. So when I do drop this down, you're going to see this will start to feel even bigger. And what I love is you can have that Murphy bed down with the slide out in. And that is not the case with all Murphy bed models. So I think it's something they definitely thought through, made sure it can work. So you're going to have something in a queen bed unit with a Murphy. So it gives you the best of both worlds where you don't have to have another 6 feet of trailer to factor in that couch. So you're going to have the best of both worlds depending on the situation, depending on the weather outside, and whether you end up inside. We've got tremendous storage here at the front when we are set up in this fashion. So we've got 2 big drawers here to use, and we've got individual kind of cubbies here on either side. So it could be a great spot for the book collection, some extra sandals, things like that, just places you can tuck things away. We do have power here on the sides as well, both sides. This is a unit with the particular package we have on this one, which is the Beast Mode, which gives you that independent Kurt suspension system. You also have a standard 2,000 watt inverter. So the great thing is anything that is a GFI switch, which we have one on the other side here, that is going to be something that if you want to be able to power off of a larger battery bank, which we can help you kind of put together here, whether it be lithium or 6 volts, then you could run some of those plugs throughout the coach. So whether it's small appliances, making some coffee, running a CPAP machine, whatever the needs are, we can help you kind of come up with a plan to be able to use that 400 watts of solar, but also, again, tie in that inverter and be able to use the things that you want to use. So I love the design here. Very simple and easy to set up, so I can do it one-handed. So very simple to flip the drink tray up here. Simply pull back on the edge. One release point here. And what I love too is that you have the room up front. So your typical bedding here, we can basically just fold forward. So if you've got a big duvet, you can just roll it slightly forward, and then we create all that space. So from that cabinet, you're gaining another 3 feet forward there. Plus, obviously, we have our huge windshield, which brings the eye outside, which makes the unit feel that much bigger. So it really is a game changer that way. You've got individual lights on either side. You've got a great place here to be able to hang something up should you wish. Or again, it could be just bulk storage. But then on each side of the bed, you're going to have little cubbies here as well. So that could be, again, a good place for the book collection, charging stations. You've got power there as well. So very, very functional. We are going to have roll-down shades on all our windows as well. So nice blackout shades. You'll have one on the front window as well. So again, if you want to keep the light out, you certainly can. You do have a vent here as well. And then I'll mention the AC is vented throughout the coach. So it's something that's ducted through the ceiling. So again, when that slide out's in, you can have that bed down should you wish. So especially if you're coming in, you're going to be coming in later at night. Very nice to be able to have that bed all set up. And as soon as you pop in and get your jacks down, away you go, and you're into bed. So again, nice and easy to be able to use that. A nice thing here, again, you don't have bunks in this particular unit. It's a couple's unit. So this does make a great secondary bed. So if occasionally you have a grandchild or an adult child or a guest, you have that ability to make another bed. But it can also be a great space to work as well. So underneath here, you'll see the bumpers here to easily be able to drop that down. You're going to have a mechanism that allows you to basically pull that back towards yourself as well. So if you want to create a bit more space at the other end, perhaps you want, again, just a little bit more elbow room, you can slide that table in one direction as well as drop it down. So the mechanism gives you that flexibility. We've got easy access storage from the front, and then we have it from the top as well. So if it's easier to get bulk items out of the top, you certainly can. Love the fact here that on either side, you're going to have a window that opens. You're going to get some cross flow here in the slide, but you get that massive window kind of looking out. So if you're lucky enough to have a bit of a view, or if you're on sort of Crown land or national park land, things like that, where again, you don't necessarily have a lot of neighbors and you've got some woods around, it's going to be really nice on a cold morning to be able to relax and have some breakfast there. You could certainly use the breakfast bar here, which again is great if you have occasional guests as well. So having that ability to have the slide does allow them to, again, play with the kitchen design, which they have here. So we've got a plug-in at the edge, a couple of key holders here, could be also some utensils as well that could hang off here. We've got power, we've got a heating duct through here. So again, ducted heat throughout the coach. Nice high-rise faucet here with our vegetable sprayer. And then we've got, again, a little power tower here with a couple USBs as well as 120 volt. Beautiful stainless steel sink. Lots of pots and pan storage here. And then we've got some more behind me. We'll show you in a second. And then we've got, again, our 3-burner stove. We've got the ability to flip back the glass top. And then the cutting board you see at the back doubles as a backsplash. And then it'll drop into the sink here. So you've got a place to basically fill that in if you want complete space to work with. We've got some great open storage here. So I can imagine in my place there'd be lots of flip-flops and stuff there just tucked in, or perhaps one of them can be the leash holder for the dog. You've got a built-in vacuum, so very handy if you happen to have a dog. The TV here is going to be one that is something that you can stream to, so you could use a cell phone, you can use Starlink, things like that as well. So if you did want to be able to, in the middle of nowhere, turn something on, watch some TV, you certainly have that capability, which is really nice. And then we've got plug-in just below that. So if you wanted to plug in something else, whether it be an Apple box or you name it, DVD collection. What's great here, you have the sweeper. You also have a full complement of hoses as well to be able to clean front to back very simply before you head out on the road. We've got our converter conveniently located just below our fridge. It is lithium battery ready. These units certainly lend themselves to, certainly 6 volts or lithium, because you have that inverter. Being able to plug some things in and use them would be nice. Huge 10 cubic foot fridge here, so Furrion, which does have an off-grid mode, helps to sip that power when you're in that situation. Easy access to our thermostat, so we have the ability to turn on AC and furnace quite quickly, especially if we're heading to the bathroom here at night and for cold or warm. And then we've got a wonderful pantry here, so it can be pantry, but it can also be bulk storage for, again, other items. If you're a Costco shopper, certainly appreciate that. Just having those items you're always tending to eat and tend to enjoy has a place. You could certainly hang some coats in here as well. You could do some more on the back of the door as well. So it just gives you some flexibility. A lot of your toiletries could end up here as well, but we do have a huge bathroom here. So full width, they had 8-foot width. Love the accent little wall here, which they have used in the bathroom here. Again, very camping here. So tons of storage. Again, lots of places to hang things. Great place to maybe keep that 3-season coat, 4-season coat. And then again, individual spots here you can kind of divide up between yourselves, and depending on what you need. A couple of hooks already in place. We do have a 4-speed fan here. Nice Furrion fan. We duct the heat and AC in here as well. Motion sensor lights. We have a porcelain toilet. Great 30-inch wide shower here, so nice and tall as well. You do have a skylight, so if you're somebody who's taller, you'll appreciate that. But especially when you're on the road a lot, and if you are planning to kind of get out there, which this whole series lends itself to, you're going to appreciate having that, again, bigger bathroom where you can do everything in it. You don't have a sink outside. Everything can be done in there. And then you've got that easy access storage here if you need to grab something. So they've done a really great job in laying things out and being able to, again, access a lot of things on the road, having flexibility with that front dinette. Let's take you outside here, because you're going to really live outside, and they've done a wonderful job in allowing you to do that. So we've got flipper steady steps here. We've got the ability to use our grab handle here, which will fold away. We've got great awning coverage here, so we'll highlight that as we head out. So right from the back here, we've got it all lit up here for you, so you'll see no additional lights required, but all the way past the door. So again, they've really maxed out the awning here. So this is where you're going to live. That's hopefully where you're going to be most of the time. We've got this beautiful front cap, as we saw, that big window inside. Again, we've got 3 LED lights facing forward. So if you are coming in at night, you're really going to appreciate that. We are putting a full complement of Anderson leveling blocks here for you. So you're going to have one for under the jack and as well as all 4 of the jacks. What's nice about them is they're higher off the ground, so the jacks don't have to come down as far. When the jacks don't have to come down as far, you're going to find the whole coach is much more stable. So we've got our standard power tongue jack, 2 20-pound tanks, lots of room for those 6 volts or lithium batteries we were discussing. So again, options there we can help you with. We do have a tire pressure monitor system, so that is the repeater that you'll see, little rectangular box here, and then our battery cutoff switch. So again, if this unit's going into storage with its 400 watts of solar, you're going to find that when you come back, if you're using that kill switch, nothing is going to be draining the batteries, but they're going to be fully charged. So easy accessibility. If you are looking to use that inverter, controls are here. We do have USB-C charging out here for you as well. We've got a great standard little griddle to use from Suburban. It's a Lodge pre-season top, so you don't have to do a lot of work to get it ready to go. You can basically just start right away. You can see some of that aluminum framing in the walls, but also the bed supports here that help to keep things a little bit lighter. Behind all Nobo units, you're going to have fiberglass, but then backing that is Asdel composite. So there is no wood there to absorb water, possibly delamination, things coming apart, or mold. So it kind of eliminates that, which is a wonderful feature here, but also keeps the coach lighter as well. We'll see where this little guy is going to go here in a minute. But again, great storage. Jacks that are going to come down. Again, we'll have those Anderson levelers as well. And as I mentioned, that awning will come out a full 8 feet, so it's going to give you tons of shade. So we just saw the griddle, and just past our door, our tandem axles here. We're going to have a mounting location for that, so just there. Do want to spend some time. We've got great off-road tires here, but the big deal with this particular package, which is the Beast Mode package, it really is a suspension. It is going to be the most comfortable ride you've ever had with an RV, and that's because you've got these great big coilovers with bump stops, so you can't ground it out. And then each individual component is independent, and then you've got shocks as well. So in their tests that Lippard's done versus other suspension systems, they've really found it's about a 50% improvement in how it feels. So if someone was sitting in the trailer or just you towing it, it's going to make that big a difference. And if you're someone who does some distance, or that is the future plan, this is a unit that you're not going to have to upgrade anything. It's done. It's ready. It's ready to be off-grid as well. So again, we can help you with the battery side, but everything else from the manufacturer is really done. So it's covered by that standard warranty as well, which is great, and that can be extended too. So we've got an LED scare light here. We've got the couple speakers here that connect inside. Easy access to our Suburban on-demand hot water tank, so lots of water there. Endless supply if you've got water on site. We do have that hookup for our hot and cold shower here, but it's also meant to be a wash station for your kitchen. So that little extension that we saw in the front compartment will integrate there. Our griddle can go here. There'll be a little table as well. Quick connect for LP gas is just below, so you can flex in the griddle or a barbecue that you may already have. And again, we've got great factory thinking here, because we've even got an external compartment. So you've got 400 watts of solar, but let's say you want to go to 5 or 6. You can easily do that off the back, especially if you had sun exposure at the back. We can also help to set up that battery box at the front and do the same thing at the front, but they've already done it at the back, so it's already set up for you. So if you want to add additional solar, or you have some already, nice thing is you don't have to do anything else. It's already done for you. Great feature here, which isn't on the whole line. It's sort of individual models, but it tends to be more the 20 wide, the 8 foot wide models. We do have an accessory hitch here in the back, so if you want to carry bikes, e-bikes, a rack to carry other things like a generator, solar generator, those kind of things, you have that future upgradability. Hitch is already there, which is great. Big spare tire, which matches all your other off-road tires on board. And then we've got a pre-wire for backup camera, as well as the Lippert removable ladder system, should you wish to have those. Our Anderson blocks here for under our jacks, so you're going to get the blocks for under your jacks, as well as the one for under your front power jack. So again, going to make it a little more stable for you in the campsite. Again, beautiful graphics here on the exterior. They've done a really nice job. Just that slightly off white that does tend to hide some of the dust as well. Nice high mounting for all the plumbing as well. So you're going to find things are going to get out of there pretty quick, which is great. So black and gray, nice and easy to get to. If you've got on-site sewer, you're pulling into it, easy to dump. Cable and satellite hookup back here as well. You can see that slide coming out about 3 feet here. It's nice and easy to check on. Take you around front here. As we head up front, We've got our hookups for water, so we've got onboard water tank, city water connection if you're lucky enough to have one on site, and then our drain for fresh water just below. We do have a full coach water filtration system, so when I said this one was ready to be off-grid, it really is. So if you've got water you're just unsure of, or you just want to make sure you're getting the most minerals that you can, nice thing is here, it's already built in for you. So you'll see that filled with antifreeze right now as we are in the winter period. Want to make sure things are safeguarded. But again, motion sensor lights, nice and easy to find things when you want as well. This unit, the 20.4, coming in at a great weight, under 5,500 pounds, and then tip to tail, under 24.5 feet. So it's going to fit, again, a range of vehicles, but the big thing to me is if you're trying to be off-grid and you want the best ride, certainly this is going to have it standard, but it's going, for its size, it's going to allow you to access a lot more areas, which is really the point with this series. We invite you to Primo RV Center to come have a closer look at this brand new Nobo 20.4.